Last week, we brought you the Karnataka Political League. We looked at the anti-incumbency that had built against the BJP state government. On this week's show, we look at the BJP strategy and why the Bharatiya Janata Party thinks they're still in the fight and how they hope to win this election, despite the fact that popular consensus at the moment suggests that there is anti-incumbency against the state government and that the Congress is in with a chance. Remember, from the BJP's perspective, this is an election which is more about management than it is about mahal. So, an exclusive sneak peek into the BJP strategy and then a very fine panel of experts to try and decode whether that will be enough for the BJP to be able to hold fort. Joining me on this broadcast, I want to welcome first Yogendra Yadav from Swaraj India. He's associated in Karnataka with Edulu Karnataka. He wants it to be known very clearly that he has skin in the game and is seeking regime change. We've got with us from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Member of Parliament GVL Narasimha Rao, and I've been insisting that he's here in this broadcast purely in his capacity as a psephologist, and he's not allowed to do politics and just stick to the numbers that we put out. Rajiv Gowda is the chairperson of the All India Congress Committee's research department, very sharp political mind himself. He's joining us on this broadcast, as also is one of India's leading psephologists, Sanjay Kumar, director at Lokniti CSDS. R.K. Upadhyay is one of the top political scientists and columnists out of Karnataka. And for the first time, we have Devendra Shukla. He's with Matrice Communications. They've done an opinion poll in Karnataka. He'll tell us what he and his team have been picking up. I want to start with the story of the week, which is the fact that now in the northern part of Karnataka, the BJP has seen some defections in the form of Sevadi and in the form of Jagdish Shettar. And the Congress hopes that these defections could give it additional momentum. The BJP, remember, thinks that this is dead wood, which is why their tickets were cut. They don't think that these leaders add very much to their base, and they're very happy to see them go. I want to go across just to give you a sense of how the BJP actually did in the last elections in these regions of northern Karnataka, in the Mumbai Karnataka region, in the Hyderabad Karnataka region, and then we look at what may happen on the back of these defections and whether or not the likes of Jagdish Shettar joining the Congress makes a real difference in the polls or not. So let me just pull out the region-wise map of Karnataka, and there are two regions in particular that we're looking at: Hyderabad Karnataka and Mumbai Karnataka. I'll start with Mumbai Karnataka, and what you have on your screen are the assembly tally from the last time. Remember, the BJP in the last elections had 30 seats, the Congress 17 in Mumbai Karnataka. It's traditionally and typically been a stronghold of the Bharatiya Janata Party in recent elections. Then we'll come to Hyderabad Karnataka, where the Congress did better. Even though the Congress came second in the last elections, the Congress in the Hyderabad Karnataka region was actually ahead, picking up 21 seats versus the BJP's 15. So this is the starting point as we get into polling on the 10th of May. And I want to start by asking Yogendra Yadav first on the issue of the impact that these defections could potentially make. The BJP says, we're doing what we did in Gujarat. The Trinamool did this, for example, in West Bengal. Get rid of your old guard, which has anti-incumbency against it, to the extent possible. Bring in younger faces. The voters will appreciate that there are newer faces who've been given an opportunity, and that the vote bank like the Lingayats will stay with the BJP, and the likes of Jagdish Shettar and Sevadi don't matter very much. What's your thought on this?
Rahul, I should begin by thanking you for inviting me to the show and by clarifying. I hope you did that, but I couldn't share that very clearly. I do not pretend to be a neutral psephologist. I'm very happy to see Sanjay Kumarji, who's a psephologist and is non-aligned. I don't pretend to be one. We are involved in a civil society coalition called Edulu Karnataka, which is about awakening Karnataka and to the challenge of getting rid of this regime. So please, forget that I'm a psephologist. Number two. The point that I wanted to make about the specific question of defections that you mentioned, I think there are two kinds of effects. One effect is the number of votes that people who shift from one party to the other. We don't know that entirely very clearly this time. And it often happens that people who shift from one party to other do not always bring the votes from their parent party. So we don't yet know. I would not make any big claims. In any case, I can see Professor Rajiv Gowda, who knows these things infinitely better than me because he's from Karnataka. I would think let's focus on a larger effect. The other effect is very serious demoralization. And from whatever I'm hearing from the BJP camp, from Karnataka watchers, people who are not from any political party, people who are working on the ground, and I've come to this program from a meeting of the ground workers spread across Karnataka right now, Bengaluru. And the one thing that comes out from every corner of Karnataka is very serious demoralization of BJP workers. People have given up on the ground. They are saying, yaar, ye to shuru se hi khatam ho gaya khel. And that is, so BJP begins this particular election now, especially in the wake of what happened in the last 7-10 days, with very, very serious psychological disadvantage. And that itself, I'm sure my friend Narasimha Rao, who's claiming to be neutral, I wish he was not to claim such things. I mean, you
No,
know
he's
where you
not
stand.
claiming neutrality. He's only got his
But the important
pathologist
thing
data
is-
hat on. He's not claiming neutrality. He's as biased as
Yes.
can be. He's only
So
saying,
I am
I'll stick to
sure-
the data on the show.
And I saw his face on the camera and I was reminding of older days. So I'm sure he would endorse the point that I'm making.
Okay.
That is, that this very serious psychological impact itself can shift 2 to 3% vote. And remember, that's all the Congress needs to score a edge into an emphatic victory, which is where it seems to be headed right now in Karnataka.